Colin, behind you, there was a picture that you took of some of the wild ponies on the Traprain Law in East Lothian. You've got some other examples as well. Would you be able to show us just a couple of quick examples of how powerful and how striking this technology can be?
As I was mentioning earlier on, if you take it in black and white, it tends to look like a good traditional black and white photograph, but just more contrasty. So people don't necessarily know that that's an infrared. But the contrast between the clouds and the sky there, that is just more pronounced than infrared. But you can also, when you go into a different realm altogether, when you start to take colour photography in infrared, and that's the Parliament. And the false colours, I mean, there's all sorts of things you can do. Certain converted cameras give better rendition of certain colours, but these trees could have been green, they could have been orange, they could have been yellow. And another example in colour is this one is taken from a scrapyard. And again, you can see the colours of these cars will probably be totally different in reality to what have come out there. So colour photography in infrared is very different. I'll show you some examples. And when in black and white, that for instance would be very similar to a traditional black and white picture. You can't necessarily tell that it's an infrared. Whereas the football shot on the left hand side, which is colour infrared, it just looks unusual, it looks a bit weird, which is what colour infrared tends to be like. I'll just show you maybe one or two other examples. Let's see, there's the horses again. That's the ridges. Now that one again, that's in colour infrared, but I've tried to make it realistic by keeping the sky blue. And as there's very little foliage and trees showing, it tends not to have the really colourful trees. So that one is colour infrared, but it could be a conventional picture, but you just know there's something strange about it, something different about it.
It's sharper, the definition's different on it.
That's right, exactly, yeah, the definition's different. And this one, again, it's when I was talking earlier on about how infrared takes you to a kind of mystic land, that is probably unique, and it won't be like that with a conventional colour film camera or digital.
The depth of the colour is absolutely, that as a picture is absolutely phenomenal.
It's like very high definition, and there's depth and contrast. And
that really captures the power of why it's such a different way of photography.
Yeah. And I'll see what other examples I have here. I did a scrapyard project, that's why there's a lot of... here's a black and white image, which I've just coloured the eyes, really just taken outside the bank in North Berwick when I was getting some cash. I carry my camera around with me all the time, just in case, particularly in the summer.
And is infrared that easy? Is it a case of point and click?
Once you get your camera converted, it's easy to take the photographs, but you need to recognise if the light is suitable or not. The composition is very important, the exposure is really important. You have to make sure the white balance on your camera is correct as well. That is one of the trickiest bits possible, is to get the white balance right, otherwise the photographs will all look quite dull and grey. So it's not quite as easy as it looks, but it's definitely easier with a converted digital camera than it was in the old days with the film and long exposures and tripods. But it's easier than it was, but I like to think there's still some art left in it.